LOS40.
Hi, Griff, nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm good, thanks for having me.
So nice to have you in my country, in Spain.
I know, it's my first time in Spain. It's so nice, yeah. But I haven't seen enough of it. I kind of landed and then came straight to the hotel, so I need to come and see more, yeah.
First of all, I have to say congratulations on the success you have achieved with your debut mixtape.
Thank you.
One foot in front of the other.
Yeah, thank you.
Because it was like the first female mixtape that goes top 5 in the UK.
Yeah, I heard that, you know, which sounds crazy, but then I don't know if that's just because no one releases mixtapes.
What was your reaction?
Take it. No, I'll take it. I when it went top 5 in the album charts, that was really good, because it's like, it wasn't an album, you know, it was just meant to be like a small body of work for people to discover what I was doing. So to know that it was like charting in the albums was really, really cool, yeah.
I think at the cover of your mixtape, you're like slacklining or walking.
Yeah.
Are you into that?
Well, I'd never tried it before the photo shoot.
Really?
Basically, I was like, okay, the mixtape's called One Foot in Front of the Other. I really want to be on a tightrope. And then I thought we'd just like do it and Photoshop out, you know? But then I got there and then there was this guy who was like, I do Cirque du Soleil. And he like fully taught me how to do it. And I was like on it and I was falling off. Yeah, it was good.
It was a perfect picture.
Yeah, it was very hard. It's really hard to do, but it was fun, yeah.
Here in Spain, we barely know you. Yes.
Yeah. Yet.
But I would like you to introduce yourself to the potential fans you could have here in Spain. Like, who is Griff? What do you want in life? What was your childhood?
Okay, I'm Griff. I'm 20. My mum's Chinese, my dad's Jamaican. I grew up in a really small village just outside of London. And yeah, I don't know, I write and produce like pop songs, which hopefully are good and you enjoy them. Yeah.
Your real name is Sarah?
Yes.
Yes. But how do you get to the point to short your surname and then Griff?
Okay, well, I don't know, Sarah Griffiths just didn't ever really sound that glamorous, you know? Like when you think of all the pop stars, I was like, Sarah Griffiths just doesn't have like a ring to it. So then I was trying to think of what else we could go with, and then, yeah, I don't know, Griff kind of made sense. I guess it was my dad's nickname actually that my mum calls my dad all the time, yeah. So I think he was like, this is weird, you're taking my name, but yeah.
So it could be Sarah Griffith, but you chose Griff.
I don't know, it's easier, right?
Easier.
Yeah.
You released a new song called One Night. I think you talk about this moment you go to bed and then all these bad times that you have comes to mind. Have you got any skill to deal with that moment?
God. I don't know. I think I try not to. I think what happens, usually I'll like go on my phone, usually I'll try and think of something else. I think sometimes you can't avoid it, and you've got to realise that all those thoughts are just temporary, and they're not real, and yeah, I usually just pray about it as well. I find that helps as well. Yeah.
That's something in the dead of night. I love that.
Yeah, exactly.
Line.
Thank you, yeah. I think it is that feeling so many times where it's like any worries or anxieties I do have sometimes just become 10 times louder when it's at night because you're alone. So yeah.
I follow you on TikTok.
Okay.
And I think you're the queen of do-it-yourself.
I try.
You do your own productions, your own outfits.
I try.
And I can barely do one thing a day, so...
You can, but you can.
I admire you.
You can.
And I saw you do something like going against the clock in 1 hour.
Yeah, I started this in lockdown, where I like give myself 1 hour I'll take a song and then I'll reproduce it in 1 hour. And it's hard. 1 hour isn't a lot of time, but it's been fun to get on like different friends and artist friends. So when I'm gonna have to get some Spanish artists on it soon. Yeah.
And you produce everything in your bedroom. But what happens when you go to a professional studio? What do you feel?
Like I do both. Like I really enjoy working by myself, but I also really love working with producers and songwriters. So yeah, I think I'll always do both, but I always love working by myself because I think that's where I write the most honest songs. I think when I work with other people, I write more like pop songs, whereas when I'm by myself, it's a lot more honest, yeah.
In order to know you better, I would like you to tell me what kind of music are you listening to right now?
Ooh, can I look?
Yeah, okay. Of course.
My mind always goes blank. I'm listening to the new ABBA song. There's a new artist in the UK called Holly Humberstone who's really good.
I know
She's
her.
really good. The Lord new album.
Any Spanish artists or Latin music?
Not yet.
Really?
What Latin music do I need to listen to? You tell me what's good.
Ooh, you have to listen to Rosalia.
Yeah. Oh, of course. Yeah.
The brand new album of J Balvin,
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
for example.
Okay. All right. I will.
And you won the Rising Star Brit Award.
Yeah.
What was that night? How was that
Yeah.
night
It was
for you?
like crazy. It was like one of the biggest nights ever. And also coming out of lockdown, like suddenly I was like socially awkward and only knew how to like, when you've been by yourself for a whole year and then you came out and did an award show where there's so many people, I was like, this is overwhelming. But yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy to like be there and to have won the award. I felt very lucky, yeah.
You made your own dress that night,
Yeah,
didn't you?
I did. Yeah. Well, I really like sewing, so I was like, do you know what? I'm gonna make one of my dresses. And the night before, I was literally there, like on the sewing machine, like, why am I doing this? But I think it was fun, and it's like nice that I can do that for certain moments. Yeah.
I think you met Taylor Swift that night.
I did. Yeah, that was the moment I met Taylor.
How you reached out with to her?
Yeah, it was crazy. Well, like she sent me flowers earlier in the day, and I was like, well, they arrived, and it was just signed off from Taylor, and I was like, I don't know any other Taylor, and I was like, surely it's not Taylor Swift. And then and then I actually met her, and they were from her, and she was super nice and super supportive. So yeah, it was like one of the most crazy moments meeting her. Yeah.
So when she's calling you, it's just Taylor.
It's just Taylor. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's just Taylor.
I know you're related somehow to Ed Sheeran. How's your relationship?
I was like, I'm related to Ed Sheeran. Is he my brother?
Somehow.
No. Yeah. No, yeah, we've got a lot of the same team. I actually met him for the first time the other night at the GQ Awards, and he was like so nice. He's so normal. It's like when you speak to him, you forget he's Ed Sheeran because he's just like so normal. Like, hey, how's it going? I was like, oh my god. But yeah, no, he's incredible. Yeah.
Have you got any other friends from music industry
Oh,
you're working with right now, maybe?
not yet. You know, I think I like a lot of what I've been doing has just been trying to focus like on my own stuff and trying to make sure that that's really strong before we like do lots of other collaborations. So yeah, there's no collaborations in the pipeline yet, but maybe.
And with who would you like to collaborate with?
Ooh, so many people.
Any name that comes to mind right now?
I mean, the first name was like Rosalia. She would be amazing.
Really?
Or like, who else would I love to collaborate with? Yeah, there's so many. There's a rapper called Dave in the UK that I really love. But yeah, I'd collaborate with so many people. But I think up until this point, I've been really small and a really new artist. So I'd be up to work with anyone. Yeah.
I think you match so great with Georgia Smith.
Oh yeah, she's
It
amazing.
could be a really great
Yeah.
collaboration.
She's so good. Yeah.
Good voices. Do you already know something about your next European tour?
So there's one happening in October, and then I don't know what's happening after that, I'm totally honest with you. But it's going to be my first tour in October, which is scary because like I haven't done a lot of live shows, so it's going to be nice to finally meet people. Yeah.
And what about the future of Griff? What's coming?
I'm like, I need to write an album. That's the plan. I think the mixtape was like, it was only 7 songs, and it was like nice for people to get to know like my music. But now I want to write like a really good album where it's the proper debut. So yeah, that's the plan.
Thank you very much. I've spent a really great time with you.
Thank you. No,
So
thank you
nice
for
to
having
meet
me.